Dear Mr. Minister Safras, Mr. Chairman Kadi, Mr. Vice Chancellor Sava, Director Mahmoud, Director Lee, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great honor of mine to deliver this remarks here now on behalf of SESTEC. I'm humbled by my mission. It is by serendipity that I became the messenger to show the support of SESTEC leadership to the Smart Classroom initiative carried out at UET Lahore by the UNESCO International Center for Higher Education Innovation, ICOSST. So I apologize that SESTEC President Professor Shi Chen is fully occupied on campus at the end of the year and cannot join the delegation to the conference. When I tried to find a senior substitute for my president, I realized that our provost, VP for research, VP and director of global strategies are all United States citizens, and it will be super time consuming if any one of them try to come to Pakistan. So I am here. But this little background story also tells about one feature of SESTEC for being very international. The theme I chose for my remarks is we share one future. It is easy to understand that we are on the same earth, so we share one future. But besides that, I chose this title for I believe many of the pathways China and Shenzhen went through may serve as references for Pakistan and Lahore, and vice versa. I will elaborate on this point thanks to the conference organizer that I can have 10 minutes for my remarks. First, I want to bring everyone on the same page. Where is Shenzhen and SESTEC? So we are here in south part of China. This is Shenzhen at the border. And in Shenzhen, this is SESTEC. And for us to travel to Lahore, it takes us 13 hours. We made one connection in Thailand. But if we spend 30 minutes to Guangzhou through high-speed train, it only takes 6 hours direct flight from Guangzhou to Lahore. And this is the region where we are located. It's called Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. So 9 cities and 2 administrative areas in this area gonna have synergized development. So there are about 70 million population here, and the economic body is incompatible to Tokyo Bay, New York Bay, San Francisco Bay. This is where Shenzhen is, and Shenzhen is identified as a technology innovation hub. And this is the feature of Shenzhen. The city itself is known as the first special economic zone of China and the cradle of the reform and open door policy. It is featured with a very prosperous private market economy with its very famous international and private corporations. And the city is really young with a population age average of only 33. 70% of them are migrants. Young people attracted to Shenzhen for the business and professional opportunity from all over China. And here is the industrial structure of Shenzhen that aimed at the next 50 years. On this last column, this is the pillar industry, that's the traditional one, high-tech, financial services, logistics, creative industry. But now we feature strategic emerging industry and future industry. The strategic emerging industry occupies 41% of GDP, and you can see the content of it. New generation IT, biotech, internet, new energy, new material. I'm not going to read through this, but this is the foundation for SESTEC to develop our academic structure, to decide the focus of our research labs, and the goal for us to cultivate future talents. So I'm not sure that all of you know Shenzhen built this current prosperity in 40 years. So this is Shenzhen in 1979 when we were designated as a special economic zone that year. And this is now 40 years later. And this is the SESTAC history. SESTAC is only 9 years old, counting from the year when its founding president arrived to the position in 2009. So this page shows the milestone achievements SESTAC has gained. So you can see that for the founding president, during that stage, we enrolled our first group of undergraduate students, 45 students, in 2011, and we were recognized, approved by Ministry of Education in 2012. And at the time, we followed the model of Caltech, which is very small, elite, and very academic-oriented. Our second president came in 2015, and we follow Stanford model, which has closer connection with the society. And in 2018, we authorized the Ministry of Education to confer doctoral and master's degree. That is still less than 10 years for SESTAC. In tradition, a university will attain the status in 25 years. In 2018, we joined the world-class university ranking. So, well, I didn't show the Times Publication ranking. So the QS ranked us number 38 among mainland Chinese universities. Times Publication ranked us number 8 in this category, and also top 350 among world universities. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. And also today, exactly today, December 17th, is my 9th anniversary of joining SESTAC. I'm glad I have this most meaningful way to celebrate here with you all. So I marked a little heart over there. Okay. My colleague, Professor Georgios Theodoropoulos, Chair Professor of Computer Science Engineering at SESTAC, and one of the invited speakers at the ICOSST conference, was surprised to find me here and asked me last night why SESTAC representative makes a remark. This is the open source system conference. Okay, I can answer Georgios now. Because the theme of my remarks is to share the source code of SESTAC as an entrepreneurial university. Well, of course, the real reason is because SESTAC is the host of UNESCO Center IT, and IT is a good friend to UET Lahore. But seriously, when I thought about what to say about SESTAC in the 10 minutes originally planned for me, it came to me that it might be most useful to share here the factors that contribute to the milestones we have achieved while growing towards the goal of becoming a world-class university in a short span of time. When the Shenzhen government decided to create SESTAC, we were inspired by the success of Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, Post-Tech in Korea, Warwick in the UK, Nanyang Technology University in Singapore. I hope that SESTAC experience can be of some use to this audience, no matter whether you work in a university or with a university. One of the critical factors is that SESTAC is very international. These are the three self-positioning of SESTAC: international, high level, and research. This starting is our International Advisory Council. These are world top university leaders. They gather at SESTAC once a year to thoroughly study the development of SESTAC and develop a report to the mayor of Shenzhen. And you can see that the representative of European universities, British universities, American university, Australia, Singapore, and Korea. So you can see the faces of Rice University, University of Toronto, University of Queensland, Oxford, University of Michigan, KAIST, HKUST, Singapore. So this is an ETH Zurich. This is very good representation of the higher education leaders. And this page shows the SESTAC faculty member and their international background. We have 417 tenure-track faculty members, tenure-track faculty members. More than 90% of them educated overseas, and more than 60% of them come from the world's top 100 universities. And the profile of the faculty member in total of 875 are shown here. Half of the faculty members are research faculty and teaching faculty. And you can see that more than 50% of them coming from outside of mainland China. And these are pages to show that our academic leaders and their previous affiliation. These are our deans and department chairs. So, for example, Florida University for Department Chair of Mathematics, Physics, Department Chair from Northwestern University. You get the idea. So this is the engineer. And for the ratio of internationally collaborated papers is about 50% of the total publications. And these are our global partners, and majority of them are world top 200 universities. On this map, you can see more clearly where they are located, and you can see that in South Asia, we have collaboration with Cambodia, with Singapore, and also over here with Pakistan. We hope to add more dots in this area. And this page shows that our study abroad program, we make it a point that the study abroad program should be part of a student's 4-year college education. Each undergraduate student should at least have one chance to study abroad, to experience the world culture and to develop their global perspective. The undergraduate education features the best practice we learn from the world top university, faculty advising, residential college for them to develop as a full person. International, we use English as instructional language. We mentioned study abroad program, 100% undergraduate students participating in research so that they can understand the discipline thoroughly and find their true passion. And for their first year or first 2 years, they don't have to claim major until they find their true passion and their interest. Undergraduate students already published on top journals in a single year of 2018. We published 36, undergraduate students published 36 papers. This is our joint PhD program with those worldly known universities. And the world ranking helped us to be known by the institutions in the world, helped us to have better recruitment, faculty hiring, positive public opinion, stronger government support, and more collaboration. So on this page, we summarize why we consider ourselves as a global university. So by being international, we value the idea of a modern university, implement the best practice of world-class university, stay abreast with the most cutting-edge development sciences in the world, follow the standards and the methodology and the world academia for knowledge production, and we serve the human society beyond our local and regional idea. Another factor is definitely the public support, the funding from the government for the facilities, the research facilities, and also the institutional autonomy provided us by the government with faith in higher education, and the need from the apples of knowledge society and the knowledge economy. I think this is the page that I feel is like a dream for a scholar like myself in higher education. We are used to the idea that corporations and governments come to the university campus for collaboration, but this page shows that such practice is everywhere in the city. We acquire 3 hospitals from the city, and we have several engineering research centers in the city, and innovation center, high-tech incubator everywhere. This is the high demand for higher education from a knowledge society. There are many factors contributing to what success has become, but due to time limit, I want to mention just one more factor here, the challenge of this era, which lays demand on us, puts pressure on us, but it also gives us the impetus, aspirations, a sense of entrepreneurship, and many opportunities. We saw on this page about the elements like a fourth industrial revolution, innovation economy, the global trend of university to get back to education, the new engineering initiative within China, the double world-class project to improve universities, and also the ambition of China to change from made in China to created in China. So this is the case to show that what is the today's demand for a talent for future. And you see, okay, I'm going to leave this document to the conference organizer, so no worries about this. Okay. And more pages about what it takes for young people to lead the future. Okay. And this is a new way of teaching and learning. So the current students, the normal gadget for them, a computer, pad, and a mobile phone. So they look at laptops and look at a cell phone, but not on books. And we may need to use augmented reality tools to teach them. And so the new learning paradigm is going to be student-centered, project-based, experiential learning, blended learning, and learning by doing. And we may need to, university may need to work with the industry to cultivate future leaders. And in China, now we are so used to paperless payment, okay, so the mobile payment. And within the classroom, we use smart teaching, and that can give teachers instant feedback about student learning. And in the dormitories, we use facial recognition gates, and we manage our work on the mobile with those applications developed. Okay. And so this is the challenge we're going to meet. All the above pages show that we are at an uncharted water. No university currently of world-class status can tell us what would be the success factors for the future. Yesterday, they visited UTE and several labs here. One of them is the open source lab, Enterprise System Solution Lab, that provides free management information systems to multiple universities. I am so intrigued by the impact of that approach on the higher education ecosystem here. In this sense, UTE and SSTech need to be entrepreneurial universities. We need to work on our own to build our future for the next 20 to 50 years, and we will keep sharing our source code. At last, I want to take this opportunity to advertise for the international student recruitment of SSTech. And you can see on stage, we have only 47 international students because we require the students to study in the English language environment together with Chinese students very strong in math and physics. So it's very difficult for us to find qualified students. But these are the international student body that during the National Day holiday, Mr. Ming Li gave some talk about the history of Shenzhen. And so majority of the students are from Cambodia because of our effective collaboration with the Cambodia Ministry for Youth, Education and Sport, which was also a connection built for SSTech with the help of the IT. So we need to keep in mind the young generations is our future. So these are SSTech students, and these are students we met here in UET, the girls, and also the boys who we met in the mosque. Okay. To finish, I wish to quote SSTech President Professor Shi Chen. In this fast-changing world, the universities shall remain aspire to lead in the frontier of our time. Nurture global citizens and future leaders, discover new knowledge, make contribution and impact, and permanently inquire what we human beings can do next. This is not innovation. This is something we hold dear to heart forever. And this leads to the future we share. Thank you all for listening and for your patience. I wish the conference a great success.